Hi folks, AJ here from Dream, Build, Inspire, Lead, and this week I'm going to be talking to you about the medical condition strokes. Now, I was on Twitter last week and a lot of people were tweeting these really crazy entrepreneurial ideas, you know, like shoes with retractable heels, really crazy stuff like that, right? And then followed up with the tagline, stroke of genius. And I thought, this is really interesting, what's all this about? So I dug into it a little bit further, and it turns out the stroke of genius tagline is actually an online competition by the Stroke Foundation of Australia to raise awareness for strokes. Now, strokes to me has become recently very important because my auntie over in Sri Lanka actually had a stroke, and while she had the stroke she actually fell and hit her head while she was having a bath, and it wasn't too good, and so they rushed to the hospital, and thankfully her medical team was able to sort of look after her, and it was pretty rough for a couple of days there, and we thought we'd lost her, but through some miracle and thanks to modern medicine she was able to make almost a full recovery. So that got me thinking, you know, I've heard about strokes my whole life, you know, but I'd never really paid attention to it. And I thought I'd visit the Stroke Foundation of Australia's website and actually go and have a look just exactly what a stroke is and how does it affect the people around me. So it turns out that a stroke is actually a condition that happens in the body when the blood supply to your brain is cut off for whatever reason and the brain cells start to die. Now, as you know, the brain controls all the functions of the body, and that means the cells control individual functions. So when the cells get interrupted blood supply, they start to deteriorate, some die, and as a result you lose function in that part of your body. And that's pretty serious, but fascinating to see how the body sort of protects itself and things like that. So now I know what a stroke is, I thought I'd have a look just how exactly it affects all those around me. And the stats were really alarming. I couldn't believe it. For instance, did you know that Australians, over here in Australia, strokes are the second biggest killer after coronary heart disease? I couldn't believe that. That's huge. And another thing is that in the next 10 years, over 500,000 people will suffer a stroke. That's just absolutely crazy. And to make matters worse, stroke is a bigger killer than breast cancer in women. So, as you can imagine, this is a pretty big deal to a lot of people out there. And so, I had a look at what the Stroke Foundation was doing with the Stroke of Genius competition. And honestly, the whole competition is in fact a stroke of genius. And all you got to do is visit the website, strokeofgenius.com.au, and actually register your details in there. It's nothing serious, just chuck in your name, email address, and a few other details, and you get to actually come up with an idea and tell the world about it, and people come on there and vote for your idea and things like that, and it's all about celebrating the creativity of the brain. And I think it's an absolutely brilliant initiative, and so here I am doing this video. I'm not being paid by the foundation for any of this stuff, and I've got no direct links with them. This is just something I want to do for the Dream, Build, Inspire, Lead community. So please visit the site and enter in your details, come up with a really cool idea. So you're probably wondering what my cool idea is. It's a little bit out there, but what I would love to have is a little box of chocolates, foreign chocolates that I could carry around with me, and it stays cool, none of the chocolates melt in this Darwin heat, and I would love to take it around with me everywhere and just give people some chocolates. And it sounds a little bit crazy, but when you give someone something that's totally out of, you know, that isn't solicited, they smile. And when something smiles, no matter how bad a day you're having, you know that things are going to be okay. So I would love to have a little box of chocolates that never runs out, refrigerated box of chocolates that never runs out, and just make people wherever I go smile and just make their day a little bit better. Really bit crazy, but that's my stroke of genius. So I'd really appreciate it if you guys could get behind the Stroke Foundation of Australia's initiative. Go visit strokeofgenius.com.au. The address is on your screen right now. Register your details and check it out and get involved, and please help them raise awareness of this killer in our community. Thank you so much for your time today. Dream, build, inspire, lead. Peace out.